If you listened to my presentation last week on succession and the preparation you need to embark on to make it all happen, never mind finding a buyer, then maybe the whole rigmarole and stress of selling your business is putting you off. I'm not surprised. It's not easy. In fact, advisor procrastination in this subject is the biggest reason why advisors are still working well into their 70s. In all consideration, does the idea of a simple fixed agreement with a greater than average valuation and little effort on your part, no hidden catches, and all the support you need sound more appealing? Then this is the presentation for you. My name is Andrew Goodwin, and this is a short presentation on our internal, truly independent practice acquisition agreement that we call 4x4 succession. Cue the music. Okay, so there's no music because there's no gimmicks in my presentations. I say it like it is. This is presentation number 5 on succession 4x4 practice acquisition. This is about our practice acquisition. I suggest if you haven't listened to succession presentation number 4, the earlier one, go back and have a look at that. It's the general process you need to go through in order to sell your business. This one follows in that we've solved that problem for you. You don't need to do all the preparation. All you need to do is join Truly Independent and sign our agreement. Now let's have a look at it in a little bit more detail. So it's called 4x4 for the simple reason that it does have a formula that involves these numbers, but also it's about making things happen when the rubber hits the road. If you like, 4x4, the actual definition, a vehicle that has power supplied by the engine to all 4 wheels so that it can travel easily over difficult terrain. What I wanted to do was make sure we had a practice acquisition agreement for our advisors that provided them with some certainty. You need to know how much your business is worth and when can you get your money. So also, I recognize that a lot of people out there are procrastinating about when and how they're going to retire. So that's a problem. So this effectively is a solution for those people who get stuck. This is our base and new practice acquisition agreement. This slide shows our graph. It's our business model, effectively, Truly Happy Journey. It's an XY graph based on the business efficiency, marketing effectiveness, and the direction you want to go in, which really ends up at your business increasing in value. So what we do is we say, let's start with the end in mind. What you should be doing when you join Truly Independent is thinking about your value of your business today and what the value of the business should look like and how it should look when you come to sell your business in the future. Now, we are going to be your buyer. The 4x4 succession and practice acquisition agreement says we are your buyer. Truly Independent is going to buy your business off you. But we want that business to be as efficient as possible. We do not want to be spending an awful lot of time on the business. And we do want to spend more of our time dealing with clients where, especially new clients, where we can generate a greater revenue for the company. And no doubt that's what you should be doing as well. All too often, financial advisors end up being a service advisor for a certain fixed number of clients. And sadly, I see year after year, their business actually effectively is declining because they don't deal with new clients. So the idea is, over a period of time when you join us, the technology and the way you work should be all about saving yourself time. So you will have more time, more free time, either to do the things you want to do or to build your business. So time's important. And together with that, if you want to, we can market for you and you can generate new clients on a regular basis and therefore growing your business, making you more money. So more time and more money, the only thing left is to make sure it's stressless. So by building your business up and to a value that you know at some point in the future. You've got a business that has grown. It's highly time efficient. It's effective in that you've got new business coming in on a regular basis, either from an introducer or from your existing clients or from completely new clients bringing business to you. Then of course you'll end up with increased income, and of course you'll end up with an increased business value. So it's not about, you think your business is worth £300,000, how much will we pay for it? It's how much should your business be in the future? That's important. So what is Truly Independent's practice acquisition agreement? So the first thing I want to say that it is a professionally prepared agreement by Glasgow solicitors Harper McLeod. This is a contract that we've drawn up which provides you with a fixed value for your business, or whatever your value of business is now or in the future. It's a fixed agreement. It's a percentage of your assets, so you need to grow your assets. It's aimed at IFAs who retire from Truly Independent, so you need to join Truly Independent as a regulated financial advisor first, and you need to hold a signed agreement for at least 4 years minimum. Just by joining Truly Independent doesn't automatically mean that you start your 4 years. You need to sign the agreement. The good thing is the contract is a walkaway contract. You don't need, once you sign it, to have to effect it. I'll come into that in a little bit more detail in a minute. The business value of 4 times net renewal, which is equivalent to 1.6% of your qualifying assets under advice. I've spoken before about assets under advice versus assets under management, and you can have a look at that in one of my earlier presentations. The payment structure is set over 24 months. We pay 40% 20 days after you retire, 30% after 12 months, 30% at 24 months. And it's agreed and fixed at the outset, so it's not variable depending on what business actually remains. And as I said earlier, it's a walkaway contract. So the signed contract is not binding. Clause 8 allows the IFA to walk away and not take the agreement. It's not in our hands, it's in yours. So it's about seeing the agreement first, signing it, and then you have the ability to either effect it in 4 years' time or walk away from it. And all you need to do is give us 3 months notice after your 4 years in order to effect it. So I've covered a couple of reasons why 4x4, but I want to stress it's about increasing the value of your business. It's not just how much it is now. The 4 years is very important to spend time with Truly Independent. As indicated in other presentation, it's about how you work here. It's that you've got to be prepared to change the way you work to improve the business. And also the multiple is 4 times net renewal, and I'll explain what that's about in a second. So that's where the 4x4 comes from, as well as the traction and certainty from a 4x4 Land Rover, if you like. More rubber on the road, better performance. So let's have a look at why we've put in a 4-year wait to buy your business from you. I know there are a lot of firms out there who will buy your business now, give you a figure now, you move your clients over and you get 6 times, 8 times, 16 times I've seen, 1 million times your renewal, whatever it might be. All promises, and they don't really work, simply because the business is completely new, it's completely different, and it doesn't work the way the buyer really wants it to work. So it's a false to say that your business is worth a certain amount of money and that the buyer will buy the business and run it the same way. It won't happen. We are the buyer of your business. That's important. So your business has to be in a position that we want to buy it. We don't want to buy a business that we have to change. We want you to change it in time for our business model. So we need time to know you, to know your clients, to plan for funding, obviously, and client development for clients to understand how we work. Our clients log in on a regular basis to our web portals. They get real-time valuations. They even add to their own investments to achieve their own goals. That's the technology which makes this extremely efficient, time-saving business. And of course, the 4 years, you need time to know us, to know our processes, but by doing that, to grow your business in preparation for a better value at your succession. Why sell your business at £300,000 now if you value it now? Wait 4 years and get £300,000. Why not value your business now at £300,000 and grow it over the next 4 years, improve it over the next 4 years, and maybe get £500,000 for it in 4 years' time? That's the idea. You're selling to us a sharper, more effective and more efficient business, and we'll be delighted to buy it. And of course, let's not forget your clients. They need time as well to get to know Truly Independent, because you as the advisor will change and we will provide a new advisor for your clients, and it's your clients that need the continuity. When you retire from Truly Independent, they don't see any difference. Their logins will remain the same. Their policies will remain the same. Their investments and pensions will remain the same. They will just have a different point of contact. So let's have a look at the other part of this. What is net renewal? Okay, the formula is based, first of all, on an ongoing advisor charge of 0.5%. This is typical. I know some of you have 0.75 and 1% and some crazy figures in the marketplace higher than that. I believe the standard is 0.5. I believe the FCA are quite happy with 0.5. Anything above that, you may be on their target list. And on average, Truly Independent, through the business model that we run for our advisors, retain 20% of your renewal and pay you 80% of your renewal. In truth, our advisors get a range from 70% up to 95% of their renewal, depending on certain conditions, in particular their production levels. But on the whole, as a firm, it's about a 20-80 split. Therefore, we already own 20% of your advisor charge. It's the other 80% of your 0.5% advisor charge that we're actually buying. So in this case, what we're buying is the net renewal. We already own the other part. Therefore, it's 4 times 0.4, which equals 1.6% of your assets under advice. That's what we're prepared to pay. That's what's in the contract. And that's equivalent to 3.2 times 0.5. It's the same figure. So to cut through all that, to put it into the old money, it's equivalent to 3.2 times gross renewal. I'll just say that again. It's equivalent to 3.2 times gross renewal. If you've been through the Succession Prepare presentation, you'll have seen a list of requirements in order to get your business into a position that the buyer genuinely wants to receive. So let's have a look at this. P is for plan, which is the first P in the Prepare acronym. Well, we have a plan. It's in place. This is it. I'm presenting it to you. It exists. Reckon is all about planning the value of your business, looking at the assets, looking at the number of clients that you have, looking at the demography of the clients, where are they in the UK, and most importantly, what you're interested in is the value. Well, we have a value. I've just explained what that is, 1.6% of the assets under advice. Establish a buyer is another thing you would need to do out there if you're doing it yourself. Well, your buyer's here. It's Truly Independent. And if you're with Truly Independent, you simply walk away from the firm. And we have the business already in place. The buyer's here. It's us. P, present. And this is where I suggest that you get a a prospectus, you put a prospectus together and you pitch it to a potential buyer. Well, you don't need to do that because we are the buyer and we already have all your data. We know exactly how many clients you have, exactly what the assets under advice are, what your income stream is, what you charge, because you've been with us for 4 years. We know your clients, we know your business. The agreement is right at the outset of when you join us. You can see it before you join us. We're quite open about this. This is an important factor. Quite often you go to a firm, you wait there 2 or 3 years, you'll say, I'll take your buyout plan now, and then the but comes. It's not quite what you thought it was when the agreement is placed in front of you. So that's not fair, is it? So we give you the agreement right at the outset, professionally prepared, and we get you to sign it, which means you should have read it. We're quite happy for you to take it away and get another solicitor to look at it, by all means. But if you sign it, it's in place, it's there. We have an agreement at the outset. And remember, you don't have to affect that agreement. It's just your backup. The idea that you would retreat from the business means there's a period where you're not advising anymore, and you would maybe spend a year or 2 years, depending on your average buyer, introducing your clients to the new advisor that you've sold the business to. This is your transition period. Well, with Truly Independent, it's 20 days. That's all. That's all we require. If you say to us, I want to retire, you give us 3 months notice, which is the same notice period if you want to leave Truly Independent. Effectively, retiring is leaving. And there's a day when you will retire. Let's say it's the 1st of January 2028. Then we will pay you the first payment 20 days after that, and that's it. It's done. So the transition period is very short. And finally, the exit is in your control. It's a minimum 4 years. If you want to sign the contract and go for 6 years, that's absolutely fine. You can go as long as you like. The bespoke contract is also available for you. Important note, 4x4 is our base standard contract. However, we do have other options. For example, if you want to retire earlier, or if you want a shorter presentation period of less than 12 months, say, or maybe you want a better value, then speak to us. We can work with you to create a contract and a purchase plan that is more suitable to you. 4x4 is the standard. If you sign up to that first and then want to vary it because of these reasons as I have outlined, then talk to us. We've already bought 2 businesses in the last 12 months. One was an individual that joined us for 1 day and resigned on that day. It was planned, of course, and we created a bespoke contract and we've bought his business. The other individual, sadly, due to ill health, retired earlier, and we've created a bespoke contract over a 6-month period. They're all based on the principles of the 4x4. It's the same contract with certain adjustments. So it is possible. Remember, you're in control. Speak to your buyer if you want to make changes. We're here to listen. Let me give you an example of how we can give you a little bit more. We have our own investment platform we call Vero. For assets held on Vero, we will pay you 10% more for your business. Why? Because it's less administration cost to us than any other third-party platform, such as Elevate or Transact. They involve a lot of work for our admin team, whereas Vero doesn't. It's part of our back office system. It works seamlessly, so we are able to pay you more because our costs are less. And of course, it generates increased revenue for Truly as well. So that increased income that we get from our own platform offsets the ever-growing regulatory fees. And don't forget, the buyer of your business is Truly Independent. In fact, the buyer of business will be Truly private clients. It's our own clients, the clients that belong to us, because we bought the business off you. The clients now belong to us. they're not ring-fenced for like the clients for all the self-employed advisors. And Truly Private Clients uses Vero. So at some point, we'll be talking to your old clients and inviting them to move over onto Vero because it provides them with a better client experience. So why not consider moving onto Vero at an earlier stage and get a little bit more for your business? And finally, and I can't stress this enough, yes, selling your business is about the value you get for it and the transition and the hassle you might have to go through. Simplifying that and making it stress-free is vitally important for you and the buyer of your business. You and the buyer, or you and us in this case, we have to work together so that you're happy and we're happy. But let's not forget the clients. They're the ones who are looking for continuity. They don't want a break. They don't want somewhere in the future for you to sell your business to a complete stranger with a complete different process, different logins, different brand name. And that's why we've created Truly Private Clients. It's a trading style of Truly Independent, and it just means that your clients see a slightly different advisor from head office who runs the business for you. And so this slide tells me we've come to the end of that presentation on 4x4 succession. The next presentation will put a little bit more meat as to where your clients are going. I've just outlined Truly Private Clients. That's where they'll be going. And I think it's important for you to know that journey. It'll make a lot more sense when you hear that presentation around why 4x4 has the 4-year lead-in, and also why it's important for you to think about Truly Independent, because it's not just how much you get for your business. You need to know where your clients are going. What's the client's journey? So join me next week and I'll talk you through everything you need to know about Truly Private Clients. For more information, go to happyfinancialadvisors.co.uk/succession strategy. You can also arrange a discovery session and we will talk you through all our options. You could subscribe to YouTube and you can have a look at the book, The Happy Financial Advisor. There's a lot of information out there. Take a look at it.